Hey Pisces, and welcome to your September 2020 general reading. This could apply to your Sun, Moon, Rising, or Venus. I strongly encourage that you check out your opposing signs reading Virgo, as you may find more relevant information there. If you'd like to contact me for a personal reading, that information is provided below in the description box, and I'd be more than happy to help you. Alright, so Pisces, as I was meditating and pre-shuffling, what had come to mind that these may be things you are currently going through, recently gone through, or will be going through. And mind you that the messages could go vice versa. So if I'm saying you did something but it was the other person, just flip the messages and roll with them how they fit. Alright, so you may have undergone something in your recent past, or the person you're with or were with, a partnership of sorts, whether it be romantic, friends and family, or business, where somebody may have made a rash decision trying to fill a void of which they can't fill with material things, whether that be fancy cars, fancy shoes, more money, whether it be, having a lot of attention from other people, etc. After making this decision, this person, whoever made this decision, they may have realized they effed up a little too late. But ultimately, it's almost as if it was meant to happen, as it has forced this person into transforming who they are at the core, like dark night of the soul type stuff, realizing that it's not other people who have made them unhappy or who have made you unhappy, but your own psyche, like your own thought process. You may have, or the person you were with may have left in search for love, not realizing that if you cannot recognize love within yourself, you wouldn't recognize love in your environment, even if it slapped you in the face. Somebody is trying to break old habits that are no good for them. They may self-sabotage every so many years. Like, this is a process of things, like, like every 3 years, we'll up and quit a job that was actually pretty lucrative, or could have been a career, or they'll up and gamble all their money away, or they will end up in jail, all sorts of scenarios. But it's like a cyclical self-sabotage. You may have been feeling like you need to work harder on your routines and your health habits, like your eating habits, and just taking care of yourself better. You may have been recently receiving more job opportunities. There is a big turnaround from what the beginning of the month was like, in chaos of August, beginning of August 2020, of chaos and turmoil, and you may feel like you're leveling out now the more that you heal your inner self. There may have been some secrets exposed, whether they're yours or somebody you're dealing with. Somebody in this situation may be wanting to move forward, but may be feeling restricted by their own past decisions. Somebody may be trying to decide to end something that was once promising, whether it be project, business, relationship. Somebody may be gaining a new perspective of the situation, whether it be the person who left or the person who was left, that will ultimately bring them to their best self. There may have been a lot of communication blocks that you've been experiencing. You may have put more attention into your social life. Somebody may have been trying to put a lot of effort into a romantic interest, and the other wasn't returning, as they were maybe possibly trying to pursue or fix something of the past of their own. So yeah, you've definitely been kind of reflecting on the idea, or others' idea that others may not be investing into you like you are to them, or other people that you've been dealing with may have come to this realization. I feel like coming up, possibly, in your future is confrontations, and these confrontations need to happen, as they will bring compromise. You may be feeling a little bit iffy, or if this is a cross watcher watching for a Pisces, you may be feeling a little bit nervous or iffy about reaching out to possibly a mutual friend of a past partner in order to gain better insight, or you feel like you may need their advice or whatnot, don't hesitate. This outside influence may be very beneficial to your self-growth, and eventually that brings more promising external environmental opportunities. Your listening skills are improving, or the person you're dealing with, they've been working on their listening skills and realizing that that there might be a lot of focus on only being heard and not hearing. Coming to a place where you can have intellectual conversations with somebody instead of heated or passionate conversations will bring a more realistic idea of what it is that someone should be seeking out of a long-term relationship. As the honeymoon phase, it always ends at one point or another within a connection, whether it be, an exciting new job opportunity or partnership. You may have grown bored of it and then thought that you were going to pursue something else and then decided you wanted to return. It seems like you and another person, whatever the connection may be finally getting to a place where you're able to discover or come across, it's not the right word, it's like you may fall upon the problem that's been underlying the symptoms that are showing in the external environment of your connection. So like if you've been fighting a lot, you may figure out that the root of the problem, the unseen portion of the problem that's creating these symptoms may have been communication, or may have been a misunderstanding of something said 3 years ago. It could be all sorts of things, but it does seem like there is going to be some kind of resolution, but in order to get there, you may have to have some kind of conflict or confrontation. So I went ahead and I pulled a few different oracle cards for advice. The postcard is, Dear Sue, everything is in divine order. Even in chaos, there is order, and we are always in awe of this. For you, though, on your human journey, things can get disorganized in your mind and physical reality. You need to get rid of the clutter, whether it be too many stories in your mind, too many what-ifs, or fearful thoughts of the past or future. Instead, focus on the now. Empty your mind, clean your house, and throw out any object that tells you an uncomfortable story. Discern what you have. Sort, purge, clear, and organize. We want you to have a space to fill with something better. Spirit loves a vacuum, as it gives space for brilliant new energy. Let go of what is not serving you, and give order to what remains. See them and know them. Know their value. Your soul needs organization in order to keep your connection to us and the spirit free of distractions. You are so adored by so many. We hope you really know that. And then I pulled a few spiritual as fuck cards. The first is manifest the fuck out of your dreams. And see, now my voice is kind of going away, so you or somebody you're dealing with may need to speak up and say something. The most vulnerable thing to admit to is not your deepest wound. It's what you really, truly want. We're talking about biggest, craziest dreams and desires. Be vulnerable, at least with yourself. Write that shit down. Make a to-do list and maybe even tell someone. Make it happen. You can do this. The next one is look at the fucking moon. Just look at the thing. It's lovely as fuck, right? You're welcome. So there may be something that's coming up as a cycle, maybe working with the moon cycles. Stop saying yes to the shit you hate. We say yes to the dumbest shit because we want to be cool, to caretake others, and because we think we need a reason to say no. The people we say no to may never understand why we needed to say no in order to be true to ourselves. You don't even have to know why you said yes in the past. Don't get stuck in that process spiral about it. If you're not into it, just stop saying yes and move the fuck on. Maybe you need to speak up and start saying no to some people. So the angel cards that I had pulled is the union of the hearts. A love connection defies explanation. Honesty is essential. Speak with love and truth. That reminds me of a quote. It's, what is that? Love without, Yeah, love without truth is deceit, and truth without love is a weapon. Okay, so the next one was demonstrate love. Find out what is important to those you love and act on it. And then we got bone. So something may need to be used by somebody. Somebody may definitely be trying to tear themselves back down to the basics and rebuild who they are. All right, and then let's see here. I thought I had pulled one more thing. Oh yes, the elephant spirit. This is I believe the spirit animal oracle. I will post a link down below if you're interested. Elephant spirit, learn from the past. Although we often wish we could leave the past behind, elephant spirit reminds us that memory matters. We must respect the wisdom of the elders who hand down to us traditions they have shaped to express our connection to each other and the respect for the community. What has come before informs what we are experiencing today, and we must never forget our legacy of strength and dignity. Elephant spirit appears with the message that we are to acknowledge that which came before and learn from it. All of us are memory-based creatures, and we must revisit the past to understand where we are and where we are going. The stories of events you experienced, the stories in our collective memory, and the stories of relationships you have had can be told many ways. What story will you tell? Elephant spirit is here to encourage you to make it one that stirs in you a sense of power and dignity. You have honored yourself by choosing to learn from your past. Spirit rejoices at your willingness to learn and grow. Protection message. Are you feeling uncomfortable with a tradition, custom, or familiar behavior that no longer fits who you are? Do you wish the past could be erased so it could no longer cause you moments of pain? Elephant spirit is here to encourage you to write a different story and alter the traditions in ways that acknowledge that we all evolve, for transformation is our nature. Elephant spirit calls you to not be selective in your memory, because ignoring the good or the bad will prevent you from growing your wisdom and strength. Build on the best of the past, learn from the worst, and walk into the future with dignity, accompanied by elephant spirit who remembers the truth and honors your strength and wisdom. All right, so that could definitely mean that somebody is learning from their past mistakes. All right, so for your Lenormand and Tarot, what I got that you may be experiencing through the month of September 2020 is that there may have been a significant change or a significant epiphany about a man who may be a fire sign, Aries, Sagittarius, Leo, or a Scorpio. Or this could be you if you're a man thinking about a fire sign, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius, or a Scorpio. And a partnership that may have been very long-term to the point that you were financially connected, you were invested into a property or living together. You may also be dealing with a Taurus. It may be that there had been sudden exposure to a deception, an untruth, or lies, could be pertaining money or a outside party connection that caused an end to a stable connection between you and possibly a water sign, a Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio, or a fire sign, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. Now remember, this could be you that has experienced this, or it could be them, vice versa if you need to. There may be a Sagittarius, Aries, Leo who once walked away, or you from them who wishes to now return and take some kind of action and taking control of the situation and offering an apology. It is someone's wish in this scenario, possibly to do with a Libra or a fixed sign, Taurus, Leo, Scorpio, Aquarius. Somebody may be wanting to heal this connection and may have been lying about money, or somebody that you feel you are in some kind of formal connection with may be lying about connecting with another individual from the past, which may be a fire sign, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. There is a definite deterioration of love, or which was once a loving home. There is an individual here, whether it be you or the opposing person, who does want to make a return to and transform something that they had once ended or walked away from and left somebody out in the cold, whether that be you did this to them or they did this to you. But it does look like there is going to be, with honesty, with coming with confrontation, that there is still love or a connection in this scenario, whether it be related to business, relationship, friendships, family. there is a significant past connection, maybe with a Cancer, it doesn't have to be, that you were lovers and friends, or, you know, business partners and friends. It was much deeper. It was like a soulmate, twin flame. I don't really use that, but it does kind of feel this way in the past, that somebody may have not have recognized the significance to. Now, whether it be you or the person you're dealing with may start portraying behavior as they are already back in a connection with you. So if they had ran off and cheated, they are now changing their behavior, whether or not you are taking them back, to act as though they are dedicated to you. So even though not formally in a relationship, they are honoring your connection and not like dipping into other offers. It may be that somebody feels like they can't catch a break. You know, it's like somebody seen themselves for who they really are, and now they cannot unsee themselves, like the truth. They can no longer lie about who they are to themselves. Yeah, it does look like there's going to be a sudden, fortunate change of luck that's going to transform something, whether that be financially or in the love sector. And somebody may be granted a wish at a second chance, whether that be a fire sign or a water sign with you. I do see just a little bit of earth, which would be Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. Mind you, nobody actually has to have these zodiac signs. They may just be embodying the energy of this specific zodiac sign or card. Yeah, it's going to take, the lying will have to stop. So if this person was lying to you, you're not dealing with it. Like, nope, don't come at me with bullshit, come at me with the truth, and vice versa. Because lying has really deteriorated somebody's belief in having a equal connection with the other person. You need to bring back fun. Don't always focus on the bad. This person may only want to talk about, you know, what the actual root problem of the connection is, acknowledge it, and move forward. So don't hang up and keep talking about the bad things. And if this is a cross watcher, do not hang up and keep bringing up the bad stuff. If something that wasn't the greatest had happened, did you choose to still be with them? If you did, then you know, maybe talk about it one last time, leave it in the past, and move forward. We all make mistakes. We all, you know, well, I can't say we all learn from them, but people can change. People do change. Usually, people find God or find hope and love or the reason to change, not in their happiest times, but in their lowest, darkest, loneliest times. Well, that would be what I have for you. And I hope you have a great month of September 2020. If you would please like, share, subscribe, make a comment if this resonates with you. It does really encourage me to continue to keep reading when I do hear the resonating stories. And if you'd like to reach out to me for a personal reading, that information is provided below in the description box, and I'd be more than happy to help you. Have a great one, Pisces. I'll see you soon.